welcome back to another episode of Inspiration Talks. I'm very excited about today's episode. Today, I have a very special guest with me. Her name is Jennifer. So, before any delay, let's start our today's conversation with our today's guest. Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Liba?
I am good too. Firstly, thank you so much for being part of Inspiration Talks. I really appreciate. So, Jen, can you tell us a little about yourself? What do you do? What's your profession?
Yes, I am a global medical intuitive. So I work with folks all around the world healing their body. Yes.
Okay, that's great to know. So, was this something which you wanted to be since your childhood?
A very interesting question. Actually, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian because I love animals so much. And then I found out that you had to do surgeries on animals and other things. And so I just decided to go in a whole different direction. And I actually became a dental hygienist. So I worked in a dental office for over 14 years, cleaning teeth and seeing patients. And then I left in 2020 during COVID and built my own spiritual business. And at first, I advertised myself as a psychic medium, and then that really bloomed and blossomed into other things. I would be working on clients, and I would be able to actually see inside their body when I was with them and intuitively reading their cards and whatnot. And so, as I was seeing inside their body, I would see areas inside their body that looked like they were not healthy, looked like they needed healing. So, I tapped into that quite a bit deeper and really leaned in and trusted my spirit guides around me. And so, now I'm quite specific. So, my guides, my spirit doctors that I work with, allow me to picture organs really, really big. Like I'm microscopic and they're really big. And so, I am able to work inside the body on very, very small levels, cleaning and clearing out. Let's say vessels in and around the heart and ligament pain. I've seen clients who have had like full on hip replacements or replacement knee joints and shoulder replacements, all of that. And I am able to go in and see all of the scar tissue that has built up and clean and clear that. But even more that, I can see not only inside the body, but around the body and forces that are throwing the body out of harmony and out of balance. And so then we are able to clean and clear those so that clients can fully step into their highest and best selves, their most efficient selves, their most creative, abundant selves. So it's more than just healing pain. It is actually changing and elevating their frequency and their vibration to maximize their life and what they signed up for on this
Okay,
planet.
so as you
Yes.
mentioned that you cure knees and like you cure every other disease. So what about heart? People who get heart attacks and after that they get stunts, etc. So do you cure that also, like to pass the blood? You mentioned about blood vessels. So how do you do all this?
Yes. Well, I don't claim that I cure, right?
Yeah,
But
right.
yes, but I will say the things that take place during sessions are incredibly unique. And medical intuition is like the future of where holistic medicine is actually going, because there's a lot of people who are very tuned into not just the heart but other organs and other places in the body that they can see that light up or that show. It's like all these knowings and all this intuitive information that drop in and show us how we can change our clients' lives. So I actually teach that inside a certification program as well. So honing in your unique gifts is beautiful and amazing, especially when you have a mentor like myself to help you guide through all of this. And I have seen stents in the heart. I have seen different areas that look like they are on the verge of weakness and on the verge of giving out. So we can go in. I say we because I work with spirit doctors and my guides, and we go in and clean and clear out the cells and the areas that are not looking healthy and fill it with full healing. And I do all of this over Zoom. It does not matter if you are in person with me or all over on the other side of the world, right? Where you are right now. And so it's beautiful and lovely because it's all energy, and energy is just existing everywhere.
That's right. So how do you scan? How do you heal people? I mean, how do you heal your clients?
Yes, yes. Yes, well, it is rather easy for me. I'm shown your body in a holographic image, I would say. So it looks like an outline, but with different lights. And so taught, when I was taught Reiki initially, have you heard of Reiki?
No,
Reiki healing?
no.
Okay, so Reiki is another form of healing. And when I was taught Reiki level one, now there's 3 levels. There's 1, 2, and Reiki master. So level 1 is self Reiki, so self healing. And when I was taught that, I was taught to scan the body like a laser inside the body, which is not accurate as far as what Reiki is truly all about. And so I actually was taught wrong, which actually did me a favor and a service to others later. So as I scan the body, and I teach that inside my certification and how to actually scan the body, but it is all allowing intuitive information to come into you. You don't have to really go out to get it. It is already part of us. It is coming into us. And so the moment that you push out to try and grab onto it and manipulate it and move it, it doesn't work that way. And so allowing that information to come into the body with no effort. Yes.
Okay, sounds interesting. So, like, what if people don't believe in this? So how do you make them believe that via this technique you can get healed?
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm not going to make them do anything, right?
Yeah, true.
So yes, if you want full transformation, if you are ready to make big moves and big uh, transformation in your life, then you will try other holistic approaches, especially if you've spent so much money on time and energy on doctor's appointments that are not actually working for you. Many of my clients, this is the last thing that they try, when really they could be incredibly effective if connecting with a medical intuitive was the very first thing that they tried, right? Cleaning and
Yeah.
clearing energy is very simple. And so instead of going through all the process of seeing so many different doctors and time and money and energy, that I'm not going to say is wasted, right? Because we learn a lot about our bodies through other specialists. And I'm not saying that doctors are not necessary, right? Because we have all had to reach out to medicine doctors for healing to some extent. And so, but there's so many different approaches to healing that others are not aware of. So, yes, some people do not believe in my ability, and that's okay. There's not a lot of convincing that I need to do. I don't feel like it is my responsibility to convince them that this is an opportunity for them to tap into their body and learn a lot about their energy of their body, because I'm making them. That's not fair, right? I would never make somebody believe in what I do. It's either you do or you don't. But I will tell you, the people who are kind of like, yeah, I kind of believe in what you do, and then they book an appointment with me, then they actually feel shifts inside their body during our sessions. So they will release pain and other ailments immediately during our sessions, and I teach them how to do it themselves. So it is not like you will have to continue to receive healing from me. I do have some clients who come in for maintenance schedule, right, with me, just to make sure everything is a well oiled machine, so to speak. But yes, there's no convincing. I just am who I am, and this is what I was born to do.
Okay, what do clients typically feel or experience during your healing sessions?
Oh, yes, yes. Typically, clients will feel a warmth in different areas of the body that we are working on. Let's say we're working on the right shoulder. They may feel warm or tingling sensations or cooling or touching. Spirit doctors are working with them. And sometimes clients who, especially the ones who don't necessarily believe in the work that I do, if they do book a session because they want to believe, oftentimes the spirit world works in funny ways. And so if there's an area in the shoulder that we are working on, I oftentimes will pull out debris or, let's say, old stagnant blood out of the shoulder. We will move that energy down and through and out the hand. And so sometimes those clients will bruise in the hand, or if it's like the hip and we're moving energy down, they'll bruise in their feet. Now, I don't have to touch clients to bruise, and the bruising is not painful at all, but it is just to show them that there is, in fact, a lot of energy being shifted and pulled out of the areas of discomfort.
So, how does the
Yes.
energy move? Like,
Yes, I move that energy with my intention to move it. And so it is a series of things that I do during sessions, but it is incredibly magical and very unique for every single session. Sometimes I see different animals inside the body, so like snakes, or if clients are having issues with their chest or their throat, sometimes my helpers show me like an octopus coming up and closing off their throat. And so we will remove the octopus and release it. I know that sounds so crazy, and believe me, when I first started doing this work, I thought, really, is this what I'm going to be doing? But yes, it is. And it's incredibly powerful, and it's incredibly potent medicine that I provide. And so immediately the client will feel like, oh, I can breathe now. Thank you. I don't know what you just did, but that feels amazing now. Yes.
okay, so do you offer any type of training for people who are intuitive and want to advance their skills to heal their body or heal others?
Yes, yes. I actually offer a medical intuition certification program. It is a 6 month training that includes all the ways in order to not only develop intuitive abilities, but completely amplify them. I do require practice hours in the certification training, because when you practice, that's when you learn so much. So, practicing on others and expressing what is happening and what is going on and how the client is feeling and what they are experiencing, all of that comes full circle, and all of that will teach you as a student what it is that you are really developing in. And part of this certification is tapping into like your unique abilities, because my unique abilities are definitely different than yours, and everybody else. And so, using what you were born to do, being able to develop and tap into that on a very unique, greater scale is incredibly important. So, I'm here to support. I do not like keeping students inside a box. This is an opportunity for them to learn at their own rate and their own pace, but also to inspire them and light fire into them, and allow them to have a mentor that is constantly helping guide them and teach them. Yeah. So in the certification training, I also offer a lifetime of Q&A. So I'm live once a month, and I am able to tap in with them and check on them and see how they are doing. And it's a great way to bounce ideas off of each other and continue to learn. Yeah, students need a place to continue learning.
That sounds interesting. So how much does it cost?
Yeah, so certification training, I have more information on my website. And right now, I have payment plans, and I also offer bonuses if paid in full. So that training, I often will change the bonuses, which also affects the pricing. But it's a few $1,000s to become a certified medical intuitive. Yes.
Okay, that's great to know. So what advice would you like to give to those who are watching you right now?
Ah, yes, thank you. Yeah, well, one thing that I would say is if you are really inspired to uh, connect with people on a deeper level, then do it. Do not stop, because we all have dreams. We all have uh, our desires to do more and heal this planet. If you tap into it, you can make a giant difference. And so what I would say is just continue to push through even in hard times. Continue to strive for your goals. There's always somebody who you can learn from. There's always somebody who knows a little bit more. And so connecting with folks who are able to actually guide you and teach you is very, very important. To connect with people who inspire you to do more and become that leader that you are here to be. Yes.
That's right, what you said, I completely echo it. So what inspires you in life?
Oh, yes. Well, of course, my family is my number one inspiration. I'm incredibly blessed to be very supported. My husband has supported me in my journey of leaving hygiene and starting my own spiritual business. So that is my number one person in this life, my high school sweetheart, my husband. But of course, my kids, and I do this, yes, to make a big difference. Um, in my family, right? And in on this planet, we are here to make a big difference and bring a lot of light onto this planet. There's a lot of people who are incredibly intuitive and don't know what direction they want to go, or don't know what is next for their life. And so I teach you how to tap into all of your unique abilities. And that inspires me. Working with people every single day is an inspiration in itself. So, yes.
That's great to know. I really appreciate. And once again, thank you for being part of Inspiration Talks. Would you like to say something in the end?
Sure, yes. If you want to connect with me, my website is glowspiritualhealing.com.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Until next time, keep exploring and learning.